Hey there. Okay, so this is lesson number 3 for my channel. I want to have the first 100 lessons and then do another 100 lessons, another 100 lessons, and hopefully over the course of time we'll get better at doing this. So anyways, this whole channel is going to be about kind of like what I want to create, in conjunction with other people can help me out and stuff to get this, actually progressing more than what I've just been doing on my own for quite a while here. I'll just kind of sum up what the overall objective is, and I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create like change the format of how information is being currently recorded in books that we're gathering information from. I mean, we'll still have books and stuff and read and understand and everything, but it takes a long time to get through like a 6 or 8 hour book, right? And then there's key points, as we listen to it, that we want to, take away those key concepts, right? So if we were to pull out those key concepts, take the 6 hours, listen to the book, and pull out what's applicable, those key concepts are kind of like the gold nuggets, kind of sifting out, from all the filler that's explaining what those concepts are, and then we're left with, let's say we read a book and we get like 5 or 6 gold nuggets, applications, concepts that we want to apply. That's kind of like the ingredients from which we can, work towards our goals and accomplish things. And those nuggets are probably going to be, also, you know, you can find them in other books as well, right? But let's say there's a handful of insights and strategies and concepts and applicable points and stuff that we can start sifting out of all the books, and then we just review those key points, which is going to take a lot less time. If you have all the points drawn out of the books and you got them all lined up, you just review each one, and it saves you going through 36, 40, 80 hours worth of book material in order to review those concepts. We just want to pull it out, review the concepts, and then we want to apply the concepts to whatever we're doing, right? And then anyways, how I want to change the book format is I just want to take those concepts and put it into a book form and give each concept a location, its own spot within a book. So I want to revamp like how a book is. Instead of just writing page by page, I want to actually set up a structure within the book so that when you're flipping through it, see, this book is called like The Organized Mind, all our thoughts and stuff like that. We want a place for our thoughts, put every thought in its place, and have a place for every thought. So if we made a book and we made like a grid, like a 9 spot, grid, we could put a thought in each one, and then that thought represents the concept. Now you can, outside of reviewing the concept, you can, listen to talks and stuff that describe how you would apply that concept and teach that one concept. But then, to hold the concept, it's kind of like your tool belt kind of thing. If you're a worker and stuff, you put all your tools in, and it's in a belt, you carry it with you. This is kind of like the toolbox. You carry all your key concepts, right? And then whenever you want to, try to accomplish something or have a goal, you can use any one of these multiple key concepts or applications or insights towards what you want to, accomplish. So you can focus all of it, just like a magnifying glass focuses all the light. You can focus all these things that will be applicable towards whatever your goal is, and your mind will just start automatically summoning and bringing to mind all the thoughts that are applicable for achieving any one goal. So that's what I want to do: create a book, draw out the concepts, and then convert all the thoughts and the concepts and applications and steps and stuff like that into pictures, right? So that we're not writing everything out, explaining it in words. We just see the picture, and instantaneously we know what the concept is, right? And that's kind of the same thing. Like, back in 20 years ago or whenever, they changed all road signs from saying left turn written to just an arrow, right? Like a representation symbol that represents what it means. And so I want to make a picture that represents what the concept is, and then we just remember the picture, and that'll help us remember what the concept is. So for an example of that, say, like, let's say the concept of faith or belief, or just continuing to do something despite not seeing a current result, right? That could be kind of summed up like in a picture of like When somebody's like a well for water, where somebody's pumping water, if they don't see results right away in the first couple seconds, some people might quit because they don't have understanding that water's being drawn up underneath the ground. They can't see that, so they'll just quit because they don't see any results. But if you have knowledge of how wells work, and you'll have that extra, let's call it faith or belief or understanding, you're going to persist because you understand how it works, right? So like, Bob Proctor and all these other speakers to talk about the laws of the universe and understand those and how things work, and that helps us, through understanding, develop our faith. So that would be like one concept we could apply for whatever we want to do. Just know that if you understand things might take time, you'll just keep at it, where some other people will quit. Just like some people are banging rocks to make them split. They just keep banging, and then all of a sudden it just splits, right? It'll just happen after so many hits, but you don't know which hit it's going to be. But if you keep persisting, it's going to happen. So that's an example of something that we put in here. So this book is going to have locations. So, if I put something in the top left corner spot, when I'm flipping through my book, I'm going to be able to, remember, where did I see that picture, that concept? I'm going to remember it's in the top left spot, the page, and I can, find it. But this is just a small, each page is going to be a part of the bigger map, just like we had maps, like before our phones would tell us where to go and everything. For with GPS and maps and stuff, we actually had hand maps. In the front page, when you open it up, it shows you the whole big picture of the city, and then it'll show you each section where you can find that. If you flip through the book, you'll just see a small section of that city, kind of bigger, right? So that's what we want to do. I'm going to make a mind map that's not, that's not like where you keep extending out like the circle kind of thing. But basically, it's all going to be contained within a box, and it's going to be divisional, right? So each square will break down into 9, and those break down 9 and 9. It might seem complicated, but it's super simple, and it just starts with one box, basically broken down into 9, and then you go from there. But I'm going to show you how it's actually very, very simple. And it's not overwhelming at all, because trust me, if it was overwhelming, I wouldn't be able to do it at all, because I'm very simple-minded, and I can't remember anything outside of having a system to be able to do that. So that's kind of like the key idea of what I want to do: reformat information, make it symbols so we can remember it. That's how they do memory, is convert stuff into symbols, because if we see it, we can remember it better than if we don't convert it into something that we can see, like an image. So, and then we can pull out, all the ingredients from books, like faith, imagination, identification, habits, conditioning, all these different things that we find in a lot of books. We'll make visual representations of what it looks like, and then all these are going to go into a book, and then I'm going to show you how we can apply that in our daily life, for whatever goals we want, right? So there should be some sort of like educational success school that teaches all the success principles that are found within all the books, and then put them in an easy way to remember. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to explain more, get into more detail on this. This is kind of like an overview. If you have any questions and stuff, just put it in the comment box, and I'll explain a little bit more. Each kind of topic, go into a little bit more, and how that works and how we can apply it. And if you're interested in the book, or I'm also going to translate this into cards and an app, so that this eventually can be basically in your mind. You hold it all in your mind, and that's without being able to have memory. I'm going to make it really simple for us to do, because if it's not simple, again, I wouldn't be able to do it. So anyways, I hope this made some sort of sense, and thanks.